Alright, hi guys and gals. This is the next step of the Not Daddy's Mustang build. Got a lot of it back together. Brake lines were in. And my next step is the brake lines. I did the drive shaft. The sway bar. That's why I quit yesterday. I stopped yesterday. Just a quick glance underneath. So we went with the strange, they're called strange shocks. They are adjustable. Factory brake lines are in. There's those, I still have to, I know you can't see very well, but this, I still have to button up the top of the brake line. I'm very fussy. You have those spherical bushings. I'm sorry I said that incorrectly. With the marine grease that I told you about. These things, I guess, alone will stop the wheel hop. Also, we have, trying to capture the polyurethane bushings with the marine grease. The reason why I use marine grease or the grease that comes with the kit is because it does not break down the rubber bushings. See, my paws are all over it. The exhaust is back in. She's got the BBK exhaust up front. We did the sway bar yesterday, just about finished that up. Hammered everything tight, double, triple checked. One of the little tips is on your wheel cylinders here. This is loose. When you go to put this back together, I recommend you take the two bolts out, put your new wheel cylinder and just slide it in through the cavity. Then you start your threads on this first, because the brake line moves around a little bit. Get that good and started. Then bolt your wheel cylinder back to the backing. That's important. It saves. There's two ways to learn lessons. The hard way is the easy way. You don't bolt the wheel cylinder in first, then try to force that together. It's too easy to strip. It's made of a very easily stripped metal. Also, as promised, I'm going to do a complete rebuild of the brakes, the back brakes, to show you how to do it. So I began with the wheel cylinder. There's some of that grease that I used, just a tiny bit. The other thing too is when you tighten up your brake lines, this is not the right size wrench, but this is the type of wrench you want to use for a brake line. Okay. I also loosened up the bleeders ahead of time, so when it's time to do the bleeding, it's much easier to do. So we're getting pretty close. I've got the car somewhat uncovered here. Another thing, just doing it right. You don't want to do anything. You go this far to do a car, you don't want to skip anything. This is easy enough, cheap enough to do on eBay. All new springs. This is actually an old picture of my car I keep. We all know, unless I don't recall exactly spring for spring, so I keep that ready. Here's a shot of the engine. Keep in mind, my daughter built this. Can't really see it too well, but I'm very impressed. Also, she took her Cobra rims and went plastic dipped them. That's just dust you see on them. They're gunmetal gray now. Nice thing about the plastic dip is you can just peel it off if you want. Looked at the car yesterday. This thing's only got 63,000 miles. So this is the entire mess that I made trying to get this ready for her. It's coming out pretty good. What do I have left? I have to do the sway bar, do the back brakes. I'll show you how to build them. Back brake line, just have to bolt it down. Then the important part is braking. Oh, well, you have an e-brake here. The brakes are really what's left. When you build the rear end, like we did, there's a break-in procedure. I'll show you how to do that too. But it's coming together. Thanks for staying tuned. I know it took a little bit longer than it should have, but I think you'll be happy. Oh, excuse me. She'll be happy. with the final outcome. For whatever it's worth, if you don't see the next video, braking procedure, 30 minutes driving regular, let it cool down. 30 minutes driving regular, let it cool down. 30 minutes regular driving, let it cool down. I had sent this rear end out to be done. I'm not an expert with that. That's just not my field. And after that, I guess it hardens up the gears correctly, and be ready to rock it out. This is the tools that I use for bleeding. Here's a crick tool for brake line, and I use this one for bleeding. You can just flip it on, flip it off. But it's coming out nice on both sides. I'm pretty happy. More to come. Thanks for watching.